YouTube, it's Lindsay, also known as Violent Vanity if you go by little YouTube usernames. This is my first episode of my vlog, and basically what I'm going to do here is I am going to talk about my daily life as a pagan. So basically, how I'm going to start out is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to talk to y'all about what I describe paganism as, and then I will tell y'all a story about how I came to it. Sound good? I think it does. Alright, so basically, how do I define paganism? Paganism to me is a nature-based religion in which you believe in duality, so light and darkness, masculine, feminine, all that stuff, and how it mixes and melds to create our universe as a whole. So therefore, I worship a god and a goddess, and kind of I see religion as a whole as a way of just honoring the god. So whichever way you believe, whether you're Christian or Jewish or whatever, it's all a way of worshiping the same deities, but with just different names and different faces and different aspects. So personally, I worship a god named Loki, and I haven't really found a goddess yet. I just kind of worship an unnamed lady figure. Anyway, so now for my story. How I came to be a pagan. So when I was in middle school, let's say I'm about 10, so that means I've been studying for about 8 years, seeing as now I'm 18. I was flipping through a magazine and I saw an article on, 17, this little like, oh my god, it was so embarrassing, da 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 da, and it mentioned Wicca. So I asked my mom what it was, and she was like, oh no, Lindsay, don't you dare go practicing that stuff. Well, not really, but I come overdoing it. But basically you get the feeling that it was kind of taboo. So being the little shocker gothic kid I was, trying to make everybody go, oh no, oh my god, she's so shocking or whatever, I go and I start studying it, and I kind of use it as a shock value, which I now regret, seeing as how I take it in and it really means a lot to me. So for the next 2 or 3 years I'm practicing, but not really, and I kind of skate over everything looking for shocking stuff, looking for spells and blah 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 blah, which is really silly because as I've grown up I've figured that spells are really just prayers that you do in actions, and I'll go over that in another episode. So it kind of sucked, and it's finally I got to 9th grade and I started coming out of my little gothic stage, and started realizing that my religion's really small, and I may be the only person that the people ever meet about my religion, which is really scary, especially if I'm acting like a crazy ass, because then people are going to think that my entire religion is just a bunch of fucking crazy asses, and we're not. We're regular people. We're your next door neighbors, we're your teachers and your bosses and your co-workers, and you know what I mean? Just because you don't know doesn't mean we're not there. And that scares me, because that makes me think, well, there are other people that may be the only pagans that these people meet, and they're going to think that that's all of us as a whole, and then that's going to make it just bullshit for the rest of us, because immediately when you go, oh yeah, I'm pagan or I'm Wiccan or whatever you are, they're going to start just to automatically think of that crazy ass little hippie person in the fairy wings at the last ritual meet, and that's not me. I don't know if it's anybody else. I mean, you could be it, and if you are, sorry, that's just my opinion. But I don't know, if anyone else is watching this, why don't you leave a text message down there, or you can make a video response. I'd love to hear from y'all. Like, what are your opinions on paganism as a whole? Do you have any questions, topics, anything y'all want to talk about at all? And even I'd like to hear a couple stories about how y'all found paganism if you are pagans. Well, YouTube,